Just want to speak briefly about how to link up the grades in Blackboard and MyLab. Since we're doing away with Blackboard, this may not mean too much to you. You may not decide. This video discusses how to link Blackboard and MyLab grades. To start, let's go to your, I called it MyLab. It's also called MyLab Finance. I created that link. When you click on that, you'll see all these different options here going directly to MyLab, going to the assignments and so forth. But if you scroll down to Support Tools, there is the Manage Pearson MyLab and Mastering Grades. If you click on that, you'll see three options: Refresh, Grade Synchronization Settings, and Grade Column. So if you click on, if you haven't done this before, you'll start by adding the columns. Now I already have the items in here. So these are all the items that are in the MyLab gradebook, and a lot of these it puts them in even if you don't have them assigned. So I don't have any quizzes assigned this semester. In the past I've kind of made them available to students, not graded, but they show up there. But you can see here this column here deployed to Blackboard. So if you wanted to add one, you'd just say, if you wanted to add that, we'd select that item and then submit. I don't want that particular one, but this is what you do. So you'd want to pick out, for example, the items by type. So all the exams, the syllabus test, midterm 2, midterm 1, the final exam, you'd click on those, and then once you submitted, you'd see a screen. And here I don't want to add any because I really don't want to have this added to my gradebooks. I have it. You'll see it'll ask you if you want to assign them to a category. So for the test, I assign them to the test category. For the homeworks, I assign them to the homework or to the assignment category from within there. So you'll see that option. So just kind of showing you where you would go. And then you can go to the grade synchronization settings, and you can select individual assignments to sync on a regular basis. So I'll click on Next, and that's all there is to that. And anytime you want to refresh to get the grades brought up quickly, you can do that. So it's pretty straightforward process, linking those grades from Pearson's MyLab into the gradebook. And then once you have that accomplished, if you go down to the course management in Blackboard, go to the Full Grade Center, you can see here I've got a column called Grade to Date, Midterm 1, Midterm 2, Final Exam. So I got all the grade to date, and I got all the exams together. I got the time value money tutorial in here, and also have the homework average column. And if you kind of look over, we've got all the 13 chapters worth of homeworks in there. So the ones I've created here are the homework average and the course grade to date. So even the time value of money tutorial, that's an assignment that's created inside of Blackboard, so it shows up there. So this was something that was created in Blackboard, shows up in the Blackboard gradebook, whereas the exams and the homework, those were all in the MyLab, and they get synced into the Blackboard gradebook. So the homework average, oh, by the way, if you want to get these all kind of organized in this way, you can go to Manage and then go to Column Organization. And from within there, you see these little drag and drop. You can kind of move things around wherever you want them to be. Again, you may not want to do this given how much we're going to be going to Canvas this next semester. So this is kind of the last semester we're doing this. I don't know if you want to invest the time or not. But under the homework average, if you go there, I'm going to just click on Edit the information right here. I've got this displayed as a percentage, and I've selected the columns and categories. So here I have all of the 13 homework assignments in here, and then I had it calculate as a running total. So it's If they've only done 2, then their homework average is based off the 2 homeworks that they did complete. If they did 3, it would be out of 3, and so forth. And click yes to all this sort of stuff, and then submit. And then the one you're probably most interested in is the grade to date column. So let me just edit that so you can kind of see how that is created. In fact, I want to cancel this real quick. To do the grade to date, go to create calculated columns and then go to weighted column. And you can see kind of the options. You'll be able to call whatever name you want to assign it, the percentage grade, and then you can choose all of these items, for example the exams, and assign them to a weight where the weights would total 100%. I'm going to cancel out of this and show you how mine is set up. So to show you that, I'm just going to go to this little drop down here on the grade to date, go to edit column information. And again, I call the column grade to date. Primary display is a percentage. And you can see here I'm just using the weights out of the syllabus. 35% of the grade is the final exam. 15% is the first midterm. 15% of the grade is the second midterm. Homework counts for 25%, so this is why I use that homework average column rather than figuring out what percentage 1/13 would be out of each one of the individual homeworks. Just makes it a little bit easier to do. And then the time value of money tutorial is 10% of the grade, and I told it to calculate as a running total, so it's only going to reflect the work that they've actually done. Now when you put this as a running total, this means that at the end of the semester, before grades are final, you'll have to put zeros in for all the non-completed assignments or the assignments that students didn't do. Otherwise, it's possible you have a student that just did one assignment, got 100% on it, and then didn't show up for anything else. So it's not that he got a low grade, he just had a missing assignment. And if you just use the grade to date at the end of the semester, it would show that was an A student when it really was an F student. Alright, so include this column in grade center calculations, yes, and then we would submit. And then once you have all your columns created, then you go to that manage and column organization and arrange it however you would like. And that is all there is to that.